This morning we are up in Glen Feshie, which sits just south of Aviemore. It's a lovely day where we are, but where we're going it's a little bit greyer and murkier up that way there. However, I am assured that things will be clearing by about lunchtime, so hopefully with some good timing it will be clear when we reach the summits today. Yeah, it's beautiful down here. Today's plan's actually to Munro's. It's Sgor Gaoith and Mullach Clach, I think you pronounce them, which, as I say, they're just up in this general direction up in here. So it looks quite menacing, quite, you know, atmospheric up there just now, but I'm sure it's going to clear up certainly as the morning goes on, and by lunchtime it should be fine up there. So if I've timed it well, should be getting some good views today. Tarmac walking for the time being, and I think we head through this forest through here and strike up the valley, which is up there. So it's going to be a lovely walk today. Looking forward to it. Really nice path, a little bit boggy at spots, but we'll see how that goes today. So yeah, we're going to push on. So we actually come back from this path here, so our route takes us over this gigantic plateau, which is over here in circles, back round to this path. So no doubt, maybe in about what, 7 hours, I'll be walking along that path there. But for now, we crack on. We go up through the forest, which is up here, and it starts to go uphill. So this is where it's gonna, the heart rate's going to start going up, the legs are going to start burning as well. So yeah, but this will be an interesting part of the walk, going through the forest and something different as well. Starting to open up nicely now that we've come out of that forest now. There's a slight dusting of snow actually up here somewhere, and that was forecast overnight for the higher ground to get some snow, which is unbelievable thinking about, considering all the nice weather we've had recently. Yeah, but it's nice and open, it's flat. It's lovely, really, really lovely. Now, I didn't want to call this too early, but it looks like the cloud up here is starting to run away from us and over in this direction where the summit is, way beyond there. It's blue. So I'm hopeful. Come on, I just want views, because this is going to be this is one of the best viewpoints in the Cairngorms, and I wanted to save this for a good day. But this is where the best conditions were according to the Met Office, so it is a risk I just wanted to pay off, man. Made a couple of tactical substitutions. The fleecy is off because I am actually starting to get really warm, and now that the sun, it's starting to try to pierce through just now, but it is really warm. But I'm fully expecting when I get up onto the plateau with the summit over there, I'll probably need to put it back on, which, oh, who cares? Willing to take that time. The path is really, from all the way over here, it's been really fair. It's been not easy going by any means, but it's been so manageable. I think that might be the summit of Sgor Gaoith, just popping up there, perhaps. The path doesn't look too bad at all. Probably get a little bit steeper towards the summit, but yeah, it's really good going just now. And of course, as soon as I take my top off, that's when the wind's picked up. So now I'm bloody freezing. Fleecy, going back on. We've now reached the plateau cairn, this cairn of the humongous plateau in the Cairngorms here to the west side of it. This is just, it's so vast, it's massive. Poking out over the top up here is the Cairngorm, like the big boys. You've got Cairn Tull over there, which was seen when I did Carnarvon, and it's just Monad More, which is there, which basically means if you carry on down this path here, which I will be back to do at some point, that takes you more or less to the Munros that are closer to Braemar. It's so vast. Where we're going is up this path here, right into the clouds, but it's moving. I'm hopeful of getting views. It's quite high as well. I think the summit should be clear, but it's just giant hills everywhere. This is absolutely beautiful. It really is lonely. Feel very lonely up here, and if you get caught in a blizzard up here because there's no shelter, then that's why. And there's a plane up there as well, if the camera can pick that out. Not a plane, it's like a, I don't know, it's like a glider, I think. Yep, time to march on up this path here. Whoa, look at that. Holy moly. That is some view. Some steep slide. You wouldn't want to fall down there. Oh my god, that is breathtaking. Munro number 81, Sgor Gaoith. The risk is paid off. And oh my god, I cannot believe this. It's absolutely massive. There's no summit cairn up here, it's just a lump. And I double checked, that is not Sgor Gaoith. It looks like some people are going up there, but that is not, it's the same height as where we're at now, but it's not Sgor Gaoith. This apparently is the true summit. And I cannot believe it, honestly. It's just the most, this is just... one of the best viewpoints I've ever had. It's humongous. I am stopping here for some lunch. Everyone's going across that summit over there, and it's slightly unnerving, but I am assured from the maps that's Sgor Gaoith, I think, and that is not a Munro. It's a Munro top. That is Sgor Gaoith. That's what it is. And that looks higher, but it's always quite deceptive. So I'm going to trust myself, I'm going to trust my instincts, I'm going to trust the map and say that this is bagged. Munro number 81, 1111 metres. It's just unbelievable. Right, I'm gonna shut up. I've showed these views too many times now. But here, I don't even know if I've shown you behind. Oh, there we go. You've got Loch Mullach and Aviemore just down there as well. Over here you'll have the Cairngorm, the Cairngorm Mountain Resort. Bray Reich is up here, and then the path up towards Bray Reich will be just floating down here as well. Shalmain Gap. Ben Alder Range is over here, the swooping valleys. There's clouds right here just where you roll in, it looks like. I've timed this one. And you've got the other giants across there as well. This is spectacular. One of the best viewpoints that I have ever had. Right, I'm on the move again. That was a special summit, although quite busy now. That's quite as much as that. Up there. Yeah, I'm going to move now. I've got another 7 kilometres right across this moorland, all the way over here to get Mullach Clach back as well. So it's going to be head down, push on, probably be what, about over an hour to get to this next summit over here. I'm going to say it's this one here, maybe. I can't tell if I'm looking at the right bit or not, but I think I can see a point, and I think that's what it is. And it looks a long way away. 7 kilometres to stay. So time to get the head down, time to power on. Let's just take in these awesome, beautiful views. Okay, so I'm nearly back at the junction point where I tailed off to go up to Sgor Gaoith, and it's just sticking up right there. It's such a sight. It stands so proudly, as do all the other mountains here. And where I'm going to try and point out, I think, I don't know if I'm pointing at the right one, but it's that one there. It's got like a slight path going up the side of it, and yeah, it is a far way bit away. So I've got this path to go down here, and I scoot along and I come up to this point up there. So that's Mullach Clach. So it'll be another 6 kilometres to get across there. So I've got an opportunity just to get the head down and just power on. But that viewpoint is, there's only been a couple of moments where I've been tackling the Munros, and there's only been a couple of moments where I've literally, like, speechless. I've had to just stop and I've just looked and not said a damn thing, and that was one of those moments there. And again, it's not happened very often, so it was so special. It's hard to describe. I think it was just the sheer size of the environment that looked in front of you, the humongous loch that lay at the foot of these gigantic steep cliffs that were so rocky, that were so steep, and it was just such a spectacle. It was unbelievable. So there's the cairn that we just passed there. The path just snakes down there. That's where we came up, and we went up that hill there. But now we are going this way, straight on. You can see the hill just ahead of us right there. The Ben Alder range is so impressive over there as well. It's so rugged yet swooping valleys. It's just amazing. And then across here we've got the range I was actually going to be meaning to go today initially, towards Tyndrum, Ben Louise over there, that I was up a good few weeks ago now. It's going to be relatively featureless ground, as you can see, but the views are just going to be just amazing. It's like you're plunked in the middle of nowhere up here. It's like just been transported and so far away from civilization. Yeah, it's just a special place. I don't think there's any easy way to do this, but we're going to be jumping for our lives to hope that we don't get our feet too wet. So let's go here, and then, oh Jesus, even that bit's soaking wet. So I'm going to come round. This bit's actually okay. Up here, and then this is going to be a jump, and then to there across. So, and then here. There we go. Not bad. Just now until we get to the summit. As you can see, the summit, you might just be able to see the cairn just popping up around about here, and the path just snakes right up to it, but it's quite featureless. It's just grassy moorland, and not too much, although the views are still spectacular. But since the GoPro battery is nearly dead, I can't be arsed changing it just now, so I'm going to not time lapse, and I'm going to just focus up again when I'm at the summit. There we go, Munro number 82, Mullach Clach Blair. Fantastic. Wave to the camera. Lovely views again. Now that was a long walk from Sgor Gaoith, 7 kilometres, and to put it into perspective, there it is there. That is absolutely miles away. You might actually, I think I can actually just see people like across on the shoulder of it as well. it's amazing that you can actually see that far, and to have that perspective that I like obviously come down from this valley all the way up to that peak there, and then all the way down this glen to this very point. It's, you know, that's a strong like sense of perspective to visually understand like what you've done, rather than just say, oh, I've just walked 7 kilometres across moorland. You know, to actually have that picture of it is really powerful. The views here aren't as unique as Sgor Gaoith, as expected. There are lots of hills, no less dramatic. The big bit is over here. That's what strikes you the most. It's Angel's Peak and Cairngorms into Bray Reach over there. It is a really beautiful summit. Down across Aviemore, can you see way down there, and these are special roads. That's the Benderlow range across there, and then we've got Ben Gerrig, Cairngorms. These are the eastern Drumachtar Munros across here, a little bit lower than where we are just now. And over here we've actually got Glen Feshie. We've got the Glen Feshie Munros, which is superb. Been so lucky with the weather today as well. Been really lucky. It's been a lot better than expected. Not a drop of rain. Fantastic, it really is. I've decided I'm not going to hang about here for much longer. I've only been here for about 10 minutes or so. It's not a lot of time at all, but I'm just going to crack on. I've got about 10 kilometres to get back to the car, but it is all downhill from here, as far as I believe. But this, as I say, there's just this plateau up here. It's been really enjoyable to walk along, and it wasn't actually as boggy as what I first thought when I first seen it as well. Again, you really feel just submerged in nothingness walking in these kind of areas in the Cairngorms. It really is a solitude experience. But where we go is we go down this path again, and then we scoot down. You might just be able to see a path kind of coming along here, and then the car's down in this direction here as well. So we've got about 10 kilometres to get back to the car. I don't really feel like I need to stop. I'm still feeling quite good. That was a relatively easy pull up to the summit there, so I'm going to keep going. I'll probably stop maybe as I'm coming down from the descent. Maybe once I'm back on the flat I might just stop for a little bit there, and then that'll just boost my spirits before the flat walk back to the car. I think it's just easy to forget how high these mountains really are as well, particularly from this point here, because you look at the mountains over there. You know, you've got Cairngorms and Angel's Peak there, which are both the 5th highest mountains in Britain. See Ben just poking through the middle as well, 2nd highest in Britain, 3rd highest in Britain over here. And you look at them and you're like, they didn't look that big. They just look like hills rather than mountains. But we're already at this point here, we're up at about 1,000 metres in height, maybe just below it. So it gives the illusion that, you know, you're just not high up anyway, and these are quite small hills and there's not an awful lot of climbing. But it's far from the truth. To actually get to this point, you know, you look back over here and then you realise how high you really are. But look over there, just because this is so flat and so vast, and then they just pop up, it gives the illusion that they're actually not as high as you might think. It's such an impressive place. It really is. So we just came from this path, just running along here, and then all this way up this path up to Mullach Clach. But now we are straight down. Look at this. I'm glad it's still clear, because again, it's just so open. It's so open and so incredibly, staggeringly stunning. So while I was on the main path, I actually clocked this other path that came off down the way I'm going now, and it's probably going to take off about 1.5 kilometres or so worth of walking. I wasn't too sure if I was going to take it or not, because there obviously must be a reason why like All Trails hasn't plotted this path, but it's perfectly fine. There's just some heather, but there's a clear path, and probably the right decision to make. So I've not taken the usual route down to Glen Feshie Lodge, but I've got a really nice woodland walk actually. It's very, very nice, and I usually don't like these parts of the walks, but I'm fairly enjoying this just because it's so dry underfoot. Actually, it reminds me a little bit of the early monument, for those who are for in Kerry, or the way it used to be when all the trees before they all got cut down. So that's me down on the main path now from where I normally would have come from, to right down in Glen Feshie. So it looks like we've got a nice woodland walk for the final 4.5 kilometres back to the car. Really nice paths actually. I bet this would be a lovely place to take the dog and let him roam around and everything. The wee strike up this way must just be this kind of path all the way back down to the car. It's quite warm down here actually. Taking my jacket off and everything, but it is warm. You really do feel the difference. But yeah, it won't be too long until I'm back to the car now, which is good. So it's just going to be head down, push on, make sure I get back nice and safe. Well, this place come out of nowhere, didn't it? Jesus. It's bonny, but Christ, a bit random. Well, looks like I'm going to have to be hop, skipping and jumping over some rocks. Happy days. A really nice pleasant opening actually. This is beautiful down here. Really, really beautiful. And again, what a cracking day it's been. I'm so lucky with the weather. You can tell this is Cairngorms just because it's got this vibe to it. Really good path, the heather, spiky bushes, vast plateaus. It's just got Cairngorms written all over it. It's absolutely beautiful. So here we go, we're now back at the part of the path where we branched off to head up to Sgor Gaoith. The part that I said I would be at 7 hours or so ago. Pretty cool to get back to here. But yeah, what a hike. I actually had to miss a little bit of recording because my GoPro died and I can't be arsed getting out another battery for the final kilometre, but we shot all the way over those trees. Probably would have been about that straight direction over those trees, and then that valley there, come back down. It's a pretty meaty circuit. The sun's just come out for the final little bit as well. Just what a day. It's exceeded expectations in terms of weather, views. It's just had everything. It's had really nice paths to follow. It's been really clear. It's had just some literally jaw-dropping, like stunned into silence views. Expansive. It's just been a brilliant day. Alrighty, that's us. We're done and dusted. We're back to the car and ready to now hit the road. Munro's 81 and 82 done. 200 to go. Can't wait for the rest of the journey.